Hi, everyone, and welcome to Voice of Crypto's live session. We'll be starting shortly. We're just waiting for a few more people to join, and then we'll be starting our show for the day. All right, perfect. We shall start our daily news wrap from the crypto, Web3, and blockchain market. As you know, we go ahead and do these daily lives on Voice of Crypto where we talk about the price action, the cryptocurrency, altcoin price action. We take a look at some of the top cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, the top altcoins, and we also take a look at some of the top news and updates from the crypto, blockchain, and Web3 market. So, without further ado, we will dive right into the cryptocurrency market, and we're going to be taking a look at the global crypto market cap. We are going to be seeing how it has acted, how it has performed, how the top cryptocurrencies have performed. And we already know that we sort of pivoted in yesterday's session. We spoke about how the market is pivoting towards a bullish stance. However, like I said yesterday, none of what we say on these sessions or our guests say is financial advice. Do your own research. It's a really volatile market, and we can already see that happening in the market currently. We can see that the global crypto market cap dropped by 1.55% in the last one day or 24 hours. While it's still maintaining about the $1.25 trillion US dollar mark, it did see a tad bit of fall in the last one day. The total crypto market volumes, the 24-hour market volumes, have also fallen by 8.93%. So there's a net decrease in the crypto market volumes. This also points towards a lot of skepticism coming in from traders, and generally volumes declining due to the slightly bearish tone setting in the market, let's say. And when we talk about the larger cryptocurrency market, it is mostly directed by Bitcoin price action, unless, of course, there's some crazy news or development or an ecosystem centric development for an altcoin. That's of course a different case. However, largely the market, as we know, follows Bitcoin and its price action. And in the top trending on CMC, we did see Pepe Coin, Bitcoin, Shiba Inu. However, Bitcoin in the last one day hasn't really acted as it did in the last 1 week or 10 days. And we saw that around October 16th, Bitcoin saw a price uptick, and it sort of shot up in terms of price, gaining over 20-25%. In fact, it reached pre Terra Luna days by sort of crossing over the 34,500 US dollar mark. Now, however, as we can clearly see, almost reaching a 35K mark. Bitcoin price shot down again. And if we take a look at the weekly resistance, a very clear weekly resistance support line has been formed. I think this lower 33,500 level can act as a good support. However, if prices fall below this, there can be further decline in the Bitcoin price. So we will be looking at Bitcoin pretty keenly in the coming days or so, and we'll be taking a closer look at Bitcoin tomorrow as well as we close for the week. Ethereum, on the other hand, while Ethereum didn't see as many gains as Bitcoin, clearly Ethereum isn't seeing as many losses as Bitcoin, because while Bitcoin is down by over 2%, 2.5%, Ethereum noting a minor 1% fall, not even 1%, 0.84%, 85%. Weekly gains pretty much still intact, but nothing can be said for sure. We can't really predict how market prices will pan out. A quick look at some of the top altcoins suggests that following Bitcoin's slight price drop, altcoins sort of followed lead. BNB dropped by over 1.5%. Likewise for XRP, down by almost 2%. Solana by 4%. We have already spoken about the massive gains that Solana and Chainlink sort of made in the last 1 week, 10 days. Now, however, we can see that Solana is down bad again. It's down by almost 5% on the daily chart. Cardano, on the other hand, is sort of maintaining the gains. No net losses, not a lot of net gains as well. Almost oscillating around the same 0.28 to 0.29 range. It will be exciting to see how ADA performs in the coming few days. Dogecoin, on the other hand, gains are pretty much intact. Seems like the meme coin army is back on track, and we can see that Dogecoin has gained over 5% in the last one day, over 20%, 21% gains on the weekly. Tron sort of falling, so is Stone Coin. Stone Link noted pretty massive gains in the last 1 week. We can already see that the current weekly gains are above 42%. However, we know that Chainlink gained almost 50% in the span of last 1 week. So now Chainlink price has seen a over 5% drop. And right about now, I would like to remind everyone that all those who joined this session, we did point out here, right here, I pointed out in, I think, the session yesterday or day before, that Chainlink price is sort of overheated. The market seems a little bit saturated. In fact, I said the same about Bitcoin prices, and we can see a little bit of trend change already in the prices. So pretty much pivoting towards a bearish sort of trajectory, the larger market. However, um, if we look at Bitcoin price action, a lot would be dependent on how Bitcoin price performs going forward, and that will be key for most of the altcoins. The top trending altcoins, as we mentioned, are Pepe and Shiba Inu, Dogecoin as well, owing to the gains that Dogecoin saw in the last 1 day. That being said, we will be quickly moving towards the top news of the day. And once we take a look at the top news for all our viewers right here, stay tuned because we will be talking about the top cryptocurrencies and the top altcoins that you can watch or would be key in terms of price movement going forward. So if you want to know which coins to take a look at and which coins to basically monitor in the coming few days, stick around till the very end because we'll be dropping some bombs right about then. Talking about the top news of the day, Solana Labs launched a Web3 incubator, which is offering development and fundraising support. Applications are set to be accepted or will be taken into consideration till November 30th. Yep, November 30th it is. And in this new news, Solana announced on Twitter that they're introducing their Solana incubator, and people can get hands-on technical support, go-to-market, and funding support right there. So interesting stuff coming on in the market. However, a concerning news came from FCA, where an FCA report said that there were around 221 breaches of its crypto marketing rules. So clearly, the UK FCA isn't really happy about it. The UK FCA has announced there have been over 220 breaches in its crypto rules and regulations, and that they will be critically looking at regulations and the path to consumer protection carefully. So the UK market will be interesting to watch in the coming days. Another report coming in, and a positive report coming in from the United States of America, and we already know that a lot happens in the US in terms of just regulations on news and updates in terms of cryptos or regulations around that. So another interesting piece of news that's coming from America is that young Americans, a report says that young Americans are actively exploring fresh economic prospects independent of an obsolete financial system, which is supported by sluggish institutions, according to a recent Coinbase report. To be precise, the report says that crypto reshapes the American dream for younger generations. Whether crypto will play a key part in shaping the American dream for younger generations is something that will be important to watch, and it will be really exciting to look at as well as more and more events unfold in the global space. In another news, JP Morgan Spot shares its final thoughts on Bitcoin ETF approval, and they've stated that if the SEC does not approve Spot BTC, Spot Bitcoin ETF applications, it may face lawsuits filed by companies that apply. So this could be an interesting dynamic to follow in the crypto space in terms of regulations. I already think that the SEC versus enterprises dynamic is already pretty intense and interesting in the United States, and it'll be key to watch how and if any lawsuits do come in. That said, a quick look back at the crypto market, and time has come when we'll be talking about the top gainers in the space, and we'll see what coins managed to gain ground despite Bitcoin losing ground. So, what would be the key altcoins to look at as Bitcoin loses momentum? Interestingly, Floki is back in action, and we know that Floki is one of those tokens that keeps on coming and going. And Floki has managed to make some massive gains in the last 1 day, even in the last 1 week. A closer look at Floki will show us exactly how prices acted in the last 1 week or so. We can see a massive pump already on the daily chart. We will take a look at the monthly chart just to analyze how prices have moved throughout October, the month of October, and as we're nearing the end, it'll be really interesting to note how Floki price action pans out. We can already see that Floki has crossed its monthly all-time high for sure. It is currently testing an important level. It's testing an important support level, and if prices break through this level, I'm sure that more gains will follow it. This price level also acts as a key support level. So if prices are established right above it, prices from a technical perspective could gain more. However, looking at Floki and also noting the extremely volatile price action that Floki has had, um, of course, it'll be interesting to note how the price pans out. However, with the market, especially Floki market, looking a little bit too saturated, traders might want to stay a little bit wary of Floki. Um, Moving on, Gala coin has gained quite a bit of ground in the last 1 day, over almost 12% if we look on the daily time frame. Floki, Gala, top two gainers, followed by Doge with over 5% gains. We already spoke about how Doge sort of has gained price and is one of the top gainers in the top 10 cryptocurrencies by market cap. So pretty tight gains on Doge, even on the hourly chart. Pepe again showing pretty decent gains and very massive gains on the weekly time frame, especially with over 93% gains. Arbitum following closely with over 3% gains. After that, we have Axie Infinity's AXS token and Near Protocol, followed by Rocket Pool. We do remember that Rocket Pool, in fact, was one of the top gainers in the last couple of days. Avalanche following closely. So we can see that these are a few altcoins that have not been affected, or whose price trajectory has not been affected as much with the recent Bitcoin pullback. And these are those altcoins, especially as I can see in the top gainers, a lot of meme coins making their entry. So how meme coins will be performing over the weekend will be something that will be really interesting to watch. If you want to, of course, read an in-depth analysis of if you want to read an in-depth analysis of price, technical and on-chain analysis of Dogecoin and Shiba Inu, do head to Voice of Crypto's website where you will find it, and there will be some key insights that will be dropped, and our ace writers will analyze very closely how the price action is set to move. So go ahead and check out Voice of Crypto's website, voiceofcrypto.online, where you can find all of these interesting resources and a lot more. Also, do go ahead and join our Telegram channels for really quick updates of the cryptocurrency market. So, if you want to stay up to date on the Web3 market, news updates, price updates, so on and so forth, then our Telegram group is the place to be. So, go ahead and join that. And we will also be starting a few comment giveaways wherein people who are joining our lives on Binance or on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, we will be giving away a certain amount of USDT to the top comments or the top questions that are being asked to experts. So watch out for that, and more updates to be given on these giveaways on our Telegram community. So don't forget to join that, everyone. And thank you so much, everyone, for joining. Our Binance community is absolutely lovely. We have almost 250 people on Binance watching. Thank you so much for joining. And I will see you tomorrow at the same time with fresh updates from the cryptocurrency market. We will be yet again taking a look at the top cryptocurrencies, the top news updates from the crypto Web3 blockchain space. And don't forget to join tomorrow, because our weekend sessions, our Friday weekend sessions, are a tad bit more special, because we talk about just how the market will look like over the weekend, the Saturday, Sunday weekend. So don't forget to join the live tomorrow, same time, same place. I will see you all tomorrow. Bye bye, lovely people of Web3.